It's an honor to have Mr. Jayant Kapatker with us today. He is a successful author and inspiration to all the young authors out there. He's also the author of the book Science Meets Vedanta, which is a very strong book to kindle up your passion towards science or Vedanta. So, my first question to you is, how was your experience at being a TEDx speaker at Elpro International School?
It was amazing. I was very honored to be a speaker out here, and I look forward to some more sessions. It was Amrita Vora she's a neighbor of ours in Lodha, so she did mention that I could come and speak, and I was very excited. I was inspired, and seeing the quality of speakers out here, it was exceptionally very good. I'm really happy that I was part of this session out here.
It's an honor to have you here.
Yeah.
You have done BTech from IIT Kanpur and MBA from Faculty of Management Studies, Delhi University. How important was school and college life for your career?
Very good, very important. I think what I learned, although if you ask me what I learned in IIT, if you ask me the equations which happened in IIT, obviously I've forgotten that many years back. So what you learn in your thing is how to solve problems. Problem solving is the most important thing, because when you are studying in the IIT, the pressure is there because there's so much assignments given to you and so much time schedules are there, and you're going to manage so many things simultaneously. So you manage time very well, you manage pressure very well, and you also manage, because IIT and was a completely 5 years of living with the same, it's a hostel environment. So you grow up together. When I joined IIT, I was only 16 years old, so I was very young. So you grow up together, and the pressure which is there, and you solve problems. So that learning which you have, it comes in good stead all your life. So you may not even remember the equations of what you studied there, but the problem solving ability which you learn in the IIT is always with you, and that's what you learn. That's the most important thing I learned out there, and how to get along with people, because you're in the same, all this through 50 students are together living for 5 years together, and you have to get together. Although you're competing against them, you're still cooperating against them. So it was a very learning and challenging experience.
So a big part of your college life is still within you.
Of course, we just had a 50th reunion last week in IIT Kanpur. So I met all my friends there, and we still behaved as we were 16 years old.
You mentioned about you are the observer of your own thoughts. Can you please explain this in regards with Vedanta?
See, Vedanta teaches that you are the observer of everything. Anything which happens outside is the object, and you are the observer of the object, basically. So you are not, you think, a lot of people think the ego is the observer, but ego is not the observer. Ego is just a wave in your mind. The observer is something different who observes ego also. Ego observer, which observes everything around you, observes the thoughts in your mind, observes the outside objects, observes your body. So a lot of people think they are the body-mind complex, but they are not the body-mind, because you are the observer of your mind. The thoughts which come in your mind, the sad thoughts, the happy thoughts, they associate themselves with the sad thoughts and happy thoughts. When there's very happy thought, they become happy. When there's sad thought, they become sad. And that's a problem sometimes people have. When they have sad thought, they cannot handle it. If you have a tragedy in your family or whatever it is, you're observing that. The observer, nothing happens to the observer. Observer just observes, that's all. And that is your real, true nature, basically. And once you understand you're the observer, if you have a sad thought, you say, okay, it's a sad, okay, it's unfortunate, but you're still the observer. Or if you have a happy thought, again, you should be the observer. You should not be attached to your thoughts, basically. If you can keep your distance away, then you can tackle situations in life much easier. And then you can handle things much easier, something. And a lot of people don't understand that they are the observer. They think they're the body, they think they're the thoughts. When they have a sad thought, they become sad. But if you understand you're the observer of it, because you know you're sad, you're the observer of that. So once you understand that, it becomes easier. I'm not saying it's easy to instantaneously get that. It requires a lot of practice to observe. And once you understand, then you can face life in a much better way, something.
So that was really good. Please tell us about your journey from being a student at IIT Kanpur to becoming an author.
Actually, I never thought, when sometimes I look at my book, I never thought I would be an author in my life. Before that, I had a very strong career in my job. I worked in what do you call Australia. I started up my own company, and we used to train people in. We used to develop online training courses, and my courses which I developed won the best new product in Las Vegas exhibition. So that entrepreneurial thing I didn't mention out here because that's not relevant there. But that is all good. But I'm most happy that I have done my spiritual journey is most important now, because I need to understand that what finally you need to be is spiritual, because that's what you're going to take to your next life. What you gain spiritually, basically, you need to understand your inner core. If you can understand your inner core, you can understand the full world. So I'm more than happy. That's why I kept mentioning in the talk that 2005 onwards, the spiritual journey which I took is the most important thing I did in my life, and I'm still pursuing that. I'm still trying to assimilate the knowledge. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I've become the observer at 100%. I'm trying to be the observer because it takes a lot of practice. Because sometimes you get attached and you go jump into the ego life, and then you have to again go out. And it's a practice. It comes. It requires a lot of practice. People say it might take lifetimes to reach that practice. But I'm in that journey at the moment.
Thank you, sir. Being an author is not an easy task to pursue. You being an idol for the youth, what advice do you have for them?
Most important thing is at this stage is to gain your knowledge in your pursue your careers, but finally you have to understand your inner core. Once you understand your inner core, you can understand a lot of things. So spiritual journey should start early. I started very late. I started in the year 2005. Before that, I was just leading a normal life, playing golf, doing this, doing that. But I feel nowadays the spiritual knowledge is available much easier, because not like the olden days where you used to have a gurukulam, you used to only have 12 students, and Guruji is teaching the 12 people. But now there's so much available that people should become more spiritual. And once you are more spiritual, you can handle life easier, you can pursue things easier, you can failures and success, you take them in the right spirit, and then that's the way, only way you can progress, sort of thing. And that's good for the humanity. If everyone becomes spiritual, then it's good for everyone in the universe, around full world, sort of thing.
Thank you so much, sir. It was an honor to have Mr. Jayant Kapatker, sir, with us today. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Pleasure. Thank you.